Alright guys, so today we're going to be fitting the double DIN, single DIN CD player into my Nissan X-Trail. Let's get into it. It was from this moment that things started going downhill. As you can see, we have the normal stereo unit, normal fascia, and we also have the new CD player. So we start by taking off the fascia from the bottom to the top, remembering to hit the light stalk at every single opportunity you get, because the space just isn't there to work with it, to be honest with you. And then obviously spend about 10 minutes fiddling around with the hazard switch and realizing we haven't got the grip strength. So we go ahead and get the screwdriver set, which came in handy, I can't lie. And then obviously once you use the screwdriver and actually do the job properly, you remove the hazard switch, just like so. And then you need to work on the heater system and the four-wheel drive switch, and you also have to work on the navigation itself and the buttons that operate that system. And once you finally realize that you just haven't got the space and you have to go in from behind, it drops, and there's the head unit with two screws either side. So now that the camera view is partially blocked off by the fascia unit, we can try and remove the actual Torx-headed screws that are located, and as you can see, it was solid. I went to go and get a ratchet out and make some sort of combination between the ratchet and the precision screwdriver set, and basically came to the conclusion that, well, it wasn't possible, and I had to just go for brute force and strength, which I finally found in the end, and removed the screws. Once that was done, I was able to actually pull the head unit out and have a look at the wiring in behind, and start attacking those final plugs located in the back for the navigation system, and go in from there, really. Once all of those were removed, and I obviously removed the aerial as well, the head unit itself was able to come free, and that's when I realised that I had mounting brackets on the side of it, and there was no way that I was going to be able to get that to work with the new head unit. So this is where I plugged it in, and nothing worked for a good couple minutes. So naturally I unplugged it, plugged it in again, and it still didn't work. So yeah, that was fun. So we unplugged it again and went back for another try. If at first you don't succeed, try, and try again. And unplug it and plug it back in again. And then finally, after all of that, it worked.
Yes! Yes!
So now I've obviously thought about removing the head unit again to replace the fascia unit, whilst remembering to hit the light stalk at every given opportunity. And then once I go to figure out that I've plugged the hazards in, and I then need to unplug the hazards again because they go in from the front, we obviously do that because that's the right thing to do. And then we plug the hazards back in from the front, as it should be done. Then we pull all the cables through from the actual head unit, remembering to connect up the four-wheel drive system as well, because that really comes in handy, to be honest with you. And then we try and reconnect the fascia, and there we go. It was at this point that this was my biggest mistake. I should have actually fitted the cage before fitting the fascia in some sort of way, and it didn't fit. I tried as much as I could with putting the cables through to make it fit, and to no avail. It just wasn't going to fit. So I'm definitely going to have to revisit that at some stage and take it all off again and try. But for the minute, we're just going to get it working, and if it fits, it sits. So we replugged the aerial, replugged the two blocks, making sure that we trap a cable whilst we put it back in, so then we can take it back out again and put the cable through. And once we realise that it does sit poorly, we're just going to leave it there, turn the key, and every single indicator and hazard is flashing. And now we look at it and it still works, thank God.
HDMP5. Let's go. Right, well, it's in. Had a bit of a problem getting the cage in. Might have to revisit it, but it's in, it works. At this rate, even if I just got something to shove down the sides to stop it moving, you know what I mean? But yeah, it works. It blocks off the navigation as well, because that's all getting changed with another screen and everything. But yeah, we got there in the end.